Move digital assets and blockchain technology taking another step towards the mainstream in a further blending of what I see as institutional finance with 21st century technology. ConsenSys buying JP Morgan's Ethereum-based blockchain unit Quorum. Now, as part of the deal, JP Morgan will also invest an undisclosed sum in ConsenSys. It's a company that develops software based on the Ethereum blockchain. Real-life examples of what ConsenSys has worked on include facilitating faster payment technology and improving supply chains. Joe Lubin is the founder of ConsenSys and co-founder of Ethereum and joins us now. Joe, fantastic to have you on the show. Huge congratulations on this deal. I know it's been rumored for a while. Just explain what this means and what additional powers this will give you to make real-world improvements.
Hi, Julia. Thanks for having me on today. As you indicated, ConsenSys is announcing today that we are acquiring JP Morgan's Quorum Enterprise Ethereum blockchain platform. We additionally will see an investment, a strategic investment from JP Morgan, and have a seat on the board dedicated to JP Morgan. We'll be working together with JP Morgan to merge the technical roadmaps of our own Hyperledger Besu client, which is an Ethereum mainnet compatible client, with the Quorum technical roadmap. And under a commercial agreement, we will be supporting JP Morgan's Interbank Information Network, the IIN, and JPM Coin network. So we will be bringing a much more comprehensive enterprise Ethereum solution to not just JP Morgan and the hundreds of financial institutions on their networks, but the additional hundreds of institutions around the world that make use of enterprise Ethereum and that are increasingly starting to make use of public mainnet Ethereum.
Ooh, so there's two things there for me. Obviously, as you've hinted, the network of payment technology that JP Morgan had already created that you're, I assume, going to help develop. But I think there will be people watching this going, hang on a second, is this a traditional bank like JP Morgan perhaps stepping away from crypto, stepping away from blockchain technology and handing it over to one of the experts? Is that this, or are they as dedicated as ever?
Well, it's not my role to speak directly for JP Morgan, but I can confirm that this step indicates that JP Morgan is doubling down on the Ethereum technology. Okay. They are their blockchain and Ethereum-focused team, but they're growing it in the direction of building applications on the platform. JP Morgan is a world-class financial institution with a world-class blockchain practice, but ConsenSys is a world-class blockchain software product company and Ethereum infrastructure company. And I believe JP Morgan felt that trusting the furthering of the protocol and support of the protocol, of this open source protocol, to ConsenSys made the most sense and enabled them to, in collaboration with us, focus on the higher value aspects of sort of moving up the stack to the application layer.
Which says something in terms of the vote of confidence, I guess, for Ethereum as one subset of this technology at this moment. I do want to hone in, though, on the payments technology that you mentioned. More than 400 plus institutional clients all over the world were transacting on that platform. We've talked about something called SWIFT on this show before, which currently is the standard for payments being transferred all over the world. And it's slow and it's clunky and errors get made. Do you see potentially what's here and what you can build on as being a replacement for SWIFT? Because there are other challengers out there that are perhaps looking to do the same.
Yeah, so I think that's a reasonable way to frame this. Payment technology evolved organically. First, there were transaction systems, and then things got complicated, and then messaging systems got built as an overlay over the transaction systems. And they're often out of sync and require reconciliation across different kinds of databases. Paraphrasing Marshall McLuhan, the transaction is now the message. And so the transaction and the message are married on blockchain technology. And blockchain technology representing a new trust foundation is going to, whether it's central bank digital currencies or commercial bank digital currencies or pure cryptocurrencies, they will facilitate much more fluid real-time transactions and interactions across trustworthy collaboration networks. So it's it's revolution.
Yeah. Joe, very quickly, because I have about a minute, I want to ask you about the rise that we've seen in digital assets or cryptocurrencies this year. Ethereum, to Bitcoin, there's been a lot of enthusiasm. I can name them all, I won't. Is this time different? Is this time different from when we saw the rise and fall, if I go back to 2018, for example, simply because regulators are talking about it more people are buying? Is this time different in your mind?
Well, this time represents a quantum leap in maturity for the systems that are being built and utilized. The ICO boom had some problems, but it also birthed some really great projects. Many of the tokens associated with those projects are still in use. The projects are maturing. They constitute what we call decentralized finance. And bottom line, what's happening is that there are new cohorts of users and developers that are coming online that are seeing real value in the protocol, in the application built on the protocol, and they're making use of the token in real-time transactions. They're staking the token in different networks, and thoughtful observers are understanding that this is the early days of the decentralizing of the internet and the World Wide Web, and they are speculating that Ethereum is going to be a big part of that.
Yeah, decentralizing of finance. We will get you back to talk about this because I know this is super exciting too. My favorite there, a quantum leap in maturity. Joseph Lubin, great to have you with us, and congratulations once again on the deal, the co-founder of Ethereum and the founder of ConsenSys. Great to have you with us.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher, and guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out, and we're starting to see this come true. Now, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the book, Cryptoteacher NWO book. Also, those who have donated to the Cash App, Patreon, much love. And then also those who are blowing the store up. Now, guys, of course, we're going to get into Bitcoin and, of course, the cryptos first. Bitcoin right now is steady. We saw the volume spike yesterday. I took a screenshot, and it's still up. So the fact is that we saw the market go down. We saw the stable coins over $1. That was the easy indicator. So we see them dumping. Now, the fact is that basically we do have, don't forget, we have OMG Network. I'm still studying it to see what type of indicator it's going to be. We know XRP is an indicator also, and then of course volume. Now, we have the Fed speaking tomorrow. And what did I say yesterday? When the Fed speaks, when Jerome speaks, the markets are up. So guys, don't forget about that. Position yourself. I am not your financial advisor. It's not financial advice, but get yourselves in position. Now, going over the video with Joseph Lubin. Now, I just did a video Monday about JPM Coin, and I got a lot of messages. Oh, JPM Coin is done, it's over, it's done. Why are you even doing this video? Now, guys, I did this Monday, and what comes out? ConsenSys is going to be acquiring JP Morgan's Quorum chain. So the fact is, guys, don't forget that JP Morgan is the creator of the actual Federal Reserve. And once you understand that and you keep that in the back of your mind, you understand the path of where this actually is going. That's why I've done several videos on JP Morgan doing the Federal Reserve 2.0 on blockchain. Please go watch those videos, and I'll put them in the actual description link. But guys, do you really believe that ConsenSys is actually acquiring JP Morgan. If you believe that their blockchain, if you believe that something is wrong with you. Now, the fact is that ConsenSys has been losing like $100 million a year. They've been burning through cash. So guys, who do you think is giving all these companies this money? The banks, these big capitalist VC firms, and they're all funded by the big banks. So guys, understand this. Don't forget, our course is on the Ethereum blockchain. We have Zsnarks, which is attached to Zcash. That, like I said, I went over the video. You also have Quorum that's actually using in partnership with Bill Gates' Azure. This is all attached into one, guys. JP Morgan is actually just going to be taking the same system that they have now and just moving it over into blockchain. That's all it is. It's Federal Reserve 2.0. And Joseph Lubin is just going to be the face. They're just the face of it. Who's behind the curtain? That's what you're worried about. That's the reason why they got out of it, and they're putting them in front. They putting ConsenSys in the front. But of course, they have the money. That's why he said they're putting them on the board. Come on, guys, just wake up. Please wake up. But the fact is, guys, when you're talking about them burning through $100 million a year, where do you think they were getting the money from? You don't care about anything else. It's always what I teach you is follow the money. And that's where they got the money from. Just like I said, Joseph Lubin is just going to be the face. That's all they're doing. And ConsenSys. But getting over into crypto news. Basically, we have Bison Trails, which is going to be used in Coinbase custody. Now staking Solana. So guys, make sure that if you have some, make sure you take advantage of that. We have Coinbase hires Morgan Stanley's worked for Morgan Stanley for over 10 years. I've been over this also. Marcus Hughes, the new general manager to handle their overseas activities. We also have Starbucks using Microsoft blockchain to trace the origins of coffee. Now guys, of course, they can trace coffee. Just imagine what they're going to be able to do with humanity. Now, we also had Stellar New News. Stellar partners with Velo Labs to offer better financial services in Asia. What do we see? We constantly see, when I told you the Asian connection, we constantly see Stellar, Ripple, all of them over in Asia and Africa, all over the place. And I don't know whether y'all notice this on Netflix. I don't watch a lot of movies, but when I have my nephews, nieces over, and I look at the movies that are on Netflix, these Asian movies, these African movies, they're rich. You know, it wasn't like this before. They're rich, and it amazes me because, of course, when I was growing up, it wasn't like that. But you have to remember that TV is what? The image. That's the reason why TV is so powerful. Now, these African movies, these people are rich. Millionaires. Governor, one of the movies, they have the African woman as the governor. So guys, come on guys, wake up. We have the FTX exchange acquires BlockFollow for $150 million, guys. The biggest acquisition. Now guys, when you're paying that type of money, you know this is the direction that we're going. So it's definitely going in this direction. Like I said, JP Morgan, been over that several times. But this is definitely the direction. That's the reason why I talk about the robots and AI. It's very, very important, guys. We have Russia, the largest bank to offer airline tickets on blockchain, basically tokenizing airline tickets. We have Bitrue applies for custodian being regulated in the New York State. We also have Tezos improves the DeFi infrastructure with Harbinger price oracles. Basically, we have the central bank digital currencies will complement cash. Why will it complement cash, guys? Because basically it's going to help this Ponzi scheme to keep going. That's all this is about. More control and keep the Ponzi scheme going when people thought it was over. Now we have the IRS sends letters for crypto holders. Guys, make sure you're paying your taxes. Open yourself up a business, guys. Now we have Fidelity to forecast Bitcoin to $1 million. Do I see it getting to $1 million? The only way I see it getting to $1 million is if they do attach it to a commodity. That's the only way I see that. I see Bitcoin and Ethereum basically someday being attached to some type of commodity. Don't know which one, but definitely being attached to some type of commodity. Now, getting over into world news, guys, we have hedge funds shorting the dollar for the first time in 2 years. We already know, and of course, the Federal Reserve will be going over that tomorrow. And then lastly, guys, we have Palantir files an IPO. Of course, that was Peter Thiel. Of course, sold that to the FBI. So we know basically they do an article about Google and all that into privacy, but we know what they're doing. So guys, nothing but the Hegelian dialectic, but definitely watch that. It's going to be easy money. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and WO book. Also, cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. If you're new to cryptos, also stocks, Cobalt, ship stocks, gaming, banking. Also, don't forget about the stocks everybody's sitting at home stocks. And then, of course, the biotech stocks, the C word. And then, of course, because everybody's sitting at home waiting on that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.